My child, my beloved. The light you have been searching for is already standing at your door. But the door itself, that sacred spiritual doorway, is beginning to close. Heaven has counted 30 seconds of mercy. After that, only those who have heard and opened their hearts will walk into the new season. Listen carefully. This is not a message for the many. It was sent for the few who can still feel heaven moving through their soul. You are one of them. Before you continue, pause for a heartbeat and subscribe to this divine message, not as a formality, but as an act of agreement with heaven. It is your signature in the Spirit that says, I will not miss what God prepared for me. The sound you hear within right now is not imagination. It is the vibration of the final call. The angels have begun to seal the names of those who have said, yes. If you delay, the moment will fade like smoke between your fingers. My beloved, a spiritual door does not close with noise, it closes silently. One day you wake up and realize the opportunities, the miracles, the people meant for you, have already stepped into a different light. That is why heaven speaks now, so that you may step forward before it locks. There is a new season waiting, brighter than anything you've known. A place where prayers are not repeated but answered. Where fear dissolves like morning mist and your name carries fragrance again. But only those who open immediately will enter it. Do not say, I will do it later. Later is the enemy of divine timing. Every time you hesitate, heaven must wait, and waiting has a cost. This is why Archangel Michael was released to deliver this message to you directly. He has stood beside your bed when you were crying at night. He has watched you pretending to be strong when your strength was gone. And now he whispers, child, the test was never meant to destroy you, it was meant to prepare you for this opening. The power of this message is not in the words but in the moment. When heaven speaks, moments become portals. If you listen with your heart, you will feel warmth rising in your chest. That is the sign. It means your name has been spoken among the chosen who will cross before October 10th. Many will see this message and ignore it. They will think it is coincidence. But coincidence does not knock 3 times on the same soul. If you are reading this line, heaven already decided to fight for your destiny. You have been seeing repeating numbers, sudden chills, or dreams that felt too real. These are not random, they are gentle alarms of spirit, reminding you the gate is about to close. You were not wrong to hope. Your faith has been weighed, and found genuine. In the new season, the pain you carried becomes oil for your crown. The rejections become directions. The silence of heaven becomes the sound of reward. But you must walk in before the 30 seconds of grace end. Archangel Michael says, when the trumpet of transformation sounds, it does not wait for explanations. The door that leads to your restoration is fragile, it stays open only for those who respond with immediacy. My beloved, remember the last time you felt forgotten? That was not abandonment, it was alignment. God had to hide you while He rearranged the world to fit your promise. Now everything is ready, but He will not push you through, you must step through yourself. Let your heart answer now, I open, I receive, I enter. When you say it, heaven records it. The angels around you take your words as keys and begin to unlock what was sealed. Miracles do not happen in the distance, they happen in obedience. You are closer than you think. The heaviness you feel today is the weight of old doors closing. You will feel lighter as you release what cannot cross over with you. Forgive quickly, bless silently, move boldly. This moment carries power. Every reader who hesitates will lose it, every listener who acts will multiply it. Because the new season is not given, it is entered. The next line you read will mark the turning point. Heaven has scheduled your breakthrough. It will not arrive early, and it cannot arrive late, it arrives when you believe. Do not let disbelief steal what decades of faith have built. You have waited too long for this window. The angels have gathered around your name. They are ready to lift you into your appointed promise. Now breathe. Feel the calm rushing in. That is heaven saying, "Welcome home, chosen one." The door is open because you chose to open your heart. My child, my beloved. If your heart is trembling right now, it is because your spirit recognizes truth before your mind does. You have felt this shift coming, not in words, but in whispers. Something in you knew October would not pass quietly. The heavens have been aligning for this hour. Even the winds outside your window have been carrying messages in their motion. When you felt restless these past nights, it wasn't anxiety, it was awakening. The spiritual door that closes on the 10th is not physical. It's an invisible passage that decides who stays in delay and who enters acceleration. I tell you this with love, hesitation is the thief of destiny. Every great miracle begins with a fast yes. When you delay, doubt grows. When you move, heaven multiplies. This is the sacred secret of spiritual timing. Archangel Michael has been standing beside the threshold of this door. His sword glows with divine fire, not to harm, but to guard. He guards the way between the old version of you and the new one. The moment you say, "I open," the light responds. The air changes. Even your heartbeat aligns with heaven's rhythm. Beloved, there are signs around you that this message is not random. That butterfly you saw yesterday. That dream that replayed twice. The sudden chill when you read this line. Heaven has been trying to get your attention gently before the final call. Do you remember praying for change, but not knowing when it would come? This is the when. Do you remember asking for a sign? This is the sign. Do you remember wondering if God still heard your name? He does, and He just spoke it. You are not reading words, you are reading prophecy. And prophecy demands response. When you act upon it, the energy of heaven rushes to meet your obedience. It's like a seed that knows exactly when to bloom. Every spiritual door has two moments, the opening and the closing. The opening happens with invitation. The closing happens with hesitation. Which side will you stand on when time stops counting? There are people who will watch the door close and not even notice. Their hearts have grown cold from too much waiting. But yours, beloved, is still alive. Still beating, still searching, still listening. And because of that, grace was extended one last time, to you. I see an image, a golden key in your hand. It shines, but you hesitate to use it because you fear what's behind the door. But I tell you, what waits for you beyond this threshold is not destruction, but restoration. You will find peace that feels unfamiliar only because it's been missing too long. Heaven says, you have outgrown the season of survival. Now begins the season of overflow. But overflow cannot live where fear still reigns. That's why this door closing is mercy, it's heaven's way of saying, enough. Enough crying over those who left. Enough worrying about how they see you. Enough begging for what was never meant to stay. You can't carry yesterday into tomorrow's miracle. When God closes a spiritual door, it is not rejection, it's redirection. He shuts what you outgrew so that you won't shrink again trying to fit where you no longer belong. And when He opens a door, it is never halfway. It is wide, radiant, and irreversible. Child, you have carried pain that heaven counted. Every tear became a drop of oil for your anointing. Every betrayal became a stepping stone for your becoming. You did not lose, you were being positioned. The next few hours are holy. The universe itself is adjusting timelines in your favor. The angels are rewriting the chapter you thought was over. And yet, only those who open immediately will feel the change. This is not fear. This is love in urgency. The Father loves you too much to let you miss what's next. He is sending voices, dreams, chills, numbers, this message, all at once. Because the door is moving slowly, then fast. You may think, can a few seconds change my destiny? Yes. Because obedience in seconds can do what prayer in years could not. It's not about time, it's about timing. In the Spirit, 30 seconds is not short. It's the difference between missing and meeting your miracle. And God has counted them for you, not to scare, but to prepare. He says, I am not late, I am right on time. The sound of closing doors is not chaos, it's completion. You have completed your wilderness. The delays were training. The silence was sharpening. Now comes the revealing. Heaven's calendar has your name written beside October 10th. You thought it was just another day, but it's your crossing day. The old patterns will not follow you there. The same people who doubted you will soon ask how you changed so quickly. The answer will be simple. I opened when heaven spoke. My child, my beloved. When you finally step through this divine door, everything that once confused you will begin to make sense. You will look back and see why every delay was allowed, why every goodbye was necessary, why every heartbreak was part of heaven's plan. It will happen suddenly. You will wake up one morning, and the heaviness will be gone. The same eyes that once cried will sparkle again. The same heart that once doubted will know, it was all preparation. There is a light waiting to meet you on the other side. It carries your new identity, your new favor, your new flow. The air will feel different. Even the silence will sound alive. Archangel Michael whispers. The door that closes tonight does not end your story, it begins your reign. Heaven has been holding this moment since before you were born. Everything that was stolen from you is being returned multiplied. My beloved, I need you to understand something. Heaven does not shout when it moves, it shifts softly. And when it shifts, those who are alert in spirit are lifted in seconds. You have cried in secret, thinking no one saw. But every tear was counted. You were never invisible, you were being observed by angels recording your endurance. Now your endurance becomes evidence, evidence that you are ready for your next dimension. Listen carefully. In the hours before a door closes, distractions increase. People from your past appear. Old fears whisper again. Sudden exhaustion tries to slow you down. It's because darkness fears your transition. But you have already been given the authority to rise. When you say, I choose to open, the atmosphere obeys. The resistance collapses. And light begins to form pathways you didn't know existed. The blessings that belong to this new season are unlike anything you have touched. They are not temporary. They are generational. They will not fade because they are rooted in obedience, not emotion. You are about to experience acceleration, the kind that others will not understand. 1 week will produce what 1 year could not. Doors that were closed for a decade will swing open because you said yes in a moment. That is the power of spiritual timing. My beloved, God is not asking for your perfection, He is asking for your permission. He cannot walk you through a door you refuse to touch. Reach out, even trembling, and He will meet your hand with mercy. Archangel Michael says your name has been spoken 3 times today in heaven's council. The Father smiled. He said, the waiting is over. When heaven says those words, creation responds. The stars align. The wind carries your prayers ahead of you. People you never met begin to think of you with favor. Resources you didn't ask for begin to move in your direction. You may not see it yet, but the movement has started. Even now, as you read these lines, something invisible is unlocking around you. You might feel a warmth, a stillness, or sudden peace. That's not imagination, that's confirmation. My child, when a door closes, there is sound in heaven, a trumpet of completion. It means the old lessons are finished. The cycle is sealed. You have graduated. Do not look back. If you keep staring at what's gone, you will miss what's growing. The door before you will not stay open forever, but it will stay open long enough for your courage to walk through. You will not walk alone. Angels have been assigned to your feet. They will guard your steps so that not even a whisper of fear can follow you in. Every breath you take inside this new season will feel like freedom. The Father says, tell my child, I am restoring the years. Years of waiting. Years of working without reward. Years of loving people who could not see your worth. All of it will now return as harvest. When heaven restores, it never returns what was lost, it multiplies it. So prepare your heart to receive more than you asked for. Because when obedience meets divine timing, abundance becomes automatic. Beloved, listen, the moment you stepped toward this message, your life began to move differently. It's as though heaven placed you in a current of destiny that cannot be stopped. Even the things that once delayed you will start to serve you. Enemies will accidentally promote you. Closed mouths will suddenly speak in your favor. What tried to break you will begin to build you. This is how God rewrites stories. He turns your pain into portals. Your scars become your signatures of victory. And your faith becomes the currency that buys your future. Archangel Michael stands near and says, "Child, the light is already shining on the path ahead of you. Do not fear the unknown, fear missing the known calling your name. Heaven is a realm of timing, and right now, your name is echoing in that timing. When you move, everything moves. When you believe, everything bends to belief. The door is closing not to end your blessings, but to protect your new ones. There are things, people, and habits that cannot follow you forward. God, in His mercy, is separating what would slow you from what will strengthen you. And when you look back months from now, you will say, if that door hadn't closed, I would have missed my destiny. My child, my beloved. Once the door closes behind you, you will sense a peace so deep that it almost feels unfamiliar. Do not be alarmed by the stillness. That is the sound of heaven rearranging things for your favor. You will notice that certain people suddenly fall silent. They are not rejecting you, they are being repositioned. Heaven removes voices that cannot carry the vibration of your next season. Every disconnection now is divine direction. There will also be surprises that leave you breathless. Opportunities you never applied for will find you. Emails, calls, or messages carrying offers that align perfectly with what you prayed in secret. This is the confirmation that the new door has opened fully. When God elevates, He does it quietly at first. You will wake up one morning and realize that the struggle has turned into strategy. What used to exhaust you will now empower you. Even your mistakes will begin to serve your purpose. Archangel Michael stands beside the threshold, watching as you adjust to the new light. He whispers, "Child, everything that once chased you will now bless you." Those words are not poetic, they are spiritual law. Because once you enter obedience, everything shifts its allegiance toward you. Beloved, the first gift you will notice is restoration. Things you thought were gone forever, friendships, finances, confidence, health, will begin to reappear. Not as they were, but as they should have been. Heaven does not restore to the past, it restores to perfection. Then comes acceleration. It will feel as if time is bending. Tasks that used to take months will complete in days. Doors that were locked for years will open with one conversation. It is not luck, it is divine velocity. You will meet people who seem strangely familiar. They are destiny connectors, souls assigned to walk beside you in this new era. They will speak words that unlock something inside you that you forgot existed. When they arrive, listen carefully, their presence is proof that the promise has begun. My child, this new season carries healing in its atmosphere. The pain you carried in your body will start to lift. The weariness in your mind will fade. You will sleep deeper, breathe easier, smile without forcing it. That is not coincidence, it is restoration energy touching your cells. The second wave will be provision. Heaven does not call you into a new season and leave you empty-handed. Unexpected income, resources, and ideas will begin to flow. You will wonder where it came from. It came from obedience. Your yes activated a supply line from eternity. When you receive, do not hide it. Use it to bless others. Every act of generosity in this season multiplies instantly. It is heaven's new economy. Whatever you release returns in double form. Archangel Michael smiles now. He sees you walking lighter, believing stronger, breathing faith. He says, do not rush. Each blessing has its own timing, but none will miss you. That assurance will be your anchor when impatience tries to return. My beloved, remember the feeling of despair you once had. It was training for discernment. Now you will recognize fake doors instantly, opportunities that look good but lead to emptiness. You will not fall for them, because wisdom has replaced wishful thinking. You are stepping into authority. When you speak, things will shift. When you pray, answers will come quickly. When you walk into a room, peace will follow you in. That is what it means to carry divine presence. Heaven is preparing public recognition for your private faithfulness. You will be mentioned in rooms you have never entered. People will speak your name with honor because the favor around you will be undeniable. This is not pride, it is prophecy fulfilled. My child, listen. The same voice that called you out of waiting will now call you into creating. Begin what you were afraid to begin. Write, build, apply, speak, do it boldly. Heaven's breath is behind every step. The closing of the old door was not punishment, it was positioning. You were hidden so that you could be healed, and healed so that you could be revealed. Now the revealing begins. Do not shrink. You are not too late, not too small, not too broken. You are precisely timed, divinely measured, perfectly equipped. Every experience until now was the rehearsal for this revelation. Archangel Michael lifts his sword of light and touches your shoulder. He says, the weight you once carried has been lifted. The fight you once feared has already been won. Walk freely into your assignment. And you will. You will feel courage rise like dawn. You will see signs follow your faith, numbers, symbols, confirmations. Each one whispering, you made it through. Beloved, this is how heaven ends one season and begins another. Not with explosions, but with whispers of peace. Not with fear, but with faith that feels like fire. And in that fire, you are forged anew. The angels are rejoicing even now. Your name has been marked as one who opened in time. Nothing and no one can reverse it. This chapter will not close in loss, it will close in light. And when you stand at the next threshold, months from now, you will know the pattern. Hear, believe, move, receive. It will not take years again. You have learned heaven's rhythm, and now you will live in it. My child, my beloved. When the new light fully opens around you, there will be a hush in your spirit that feels like sunrise after endless rain. Do not rush this moment. It is holy ground. You may sense waves of memory, faces from old seasons, echoes of the roads you once walked. Let them pass. They are not calls to return, they are proofs that you have crossed over. You will notice how the pain no longer hurts, only teaches. This is what a closed door feels like in heaven, stillness that hides a storm of blessings behind it. Every angel that watched you suffer has now been reassigned to your success. They are clearing paths, aligning hearts, weaving miracles into your ordinary hours. That tingle in your chest, that peace without explanation, that is their presence. You will not need to chase anymore. What belongs to you will begin to chase you. Phone calls that once went unanswered will come back with apologies. Lost chances will reappear as better offers. People who doubted you will quietly admit they were wrong. This is not revenge, it is revelation. Heaven is proving that faith never fails, it only matures. The time you thought was wasted was actually the building of weight, the kind of glory that doesn't collapse when blessings arrive. Archangel Michael says softly, "Child, keep your heart gentle even when favor grows strong. Do not harden, stay humble. That is how you keep the light pure." The new season carries favor that flows like wind, invisible, unstoppable, undeniable. It will surround you at unexpected times, while driving, working, or simply breathing. Suddenly, ideas will drop into your spirit like flashes of lightning, but they will not burn, they will build. Follow them. They are the map to your promised ground. Beloved, the voice of doubt will still try to speak. It will whisper that it's too good, that it won't last. But remember, lies are loudest right before miracles manifest. Answer them with truth, the truth that God's word over you cannot return empty. The resources you once begged for will start to appear effortlessly. One conversation will lead to another, one open door will reveal 5 more. That is divine momentum. Do not question it, flow with it. You will begin to hear compliments from strangers who don't know your story. That's not coincidence, that's heaven's way of saying your glow is visible now. Even creation recognizes the chosen when they walk in alignment. My child, I must tell you what is coming next. A release of joy so radiant that it will erase the memory of sorrow. Not because the pain never happened, but because joy finally outweighs it. You will laugh and not know why. That is healing, heaven's laughter echoing through your soul. And then, after joy, will come clarity. Decisions that once tormented you will feel simple. You will see where to go, what to build, who to trust. That is the Spirit guiding, not guessing. Archangel Michael stands before the throne and speaks your name again. He reports, the child has entered. A ripple moves across heaven. Assignments are distributed, blessings dispatched. Angels of health, of wealth, of wisdom begin their flight toward you. In the coming days, you may sense unusual calm before each breakthrough. That calm is confirmation. Heaven is working while you rest. Do not confuse stillness with silence. In stillness, the most powerful shifts occur. My beloved, guard your atmosphere. Do not return to conversations that drain the faith you've just gained. Protect your peace as you would protect your breath. Every moment in this new season counts, treat it as sacred currency. You will notice synchronicities. A song that speaks your heart, a message that repeats, a stranger's kindness at just the right second. These are not accidents, they are divine breadcrumbs reminding you that you're walking correctly. Archangel Michael leans close and says, "Tell them to look for small signs. The grand ones will follow, but heaven loves to whisper before it roars." Beloved, heaven will now begin to mirror your faith. If you expect little, you will see little. If you expect miracles, the atmosphere will obey. So dare to expect wildly. This is not superstition, it is spiritual law. Expectation expands manifestation. The more you believe, the larger the canvas heaven paints upon. The Father now lifts his hand. Light pours through his fingers, touching your name. You may feel warmth in your body as you read this. That is the confirmation of seal, the proof that you belong to the new season. No curse can attach, no delay can return, no fear can enter. You are covered. You are chosen. You are moving forward, and heaven is behind you in full force. And now, my child, the decree. From this moment onward, doors will open at your knock. Answers will come at your call. And peace will surround your every step. The enemies of your progress will find no entry. The doubts of your past will find no audience. The future will rise to meet your courage. Archangel Michael raises his sword once more, its edge glimmering like sunrise. He touches it to the earth and declares, "It is finished. The old chapter is sealed. The new season has begun." Heaven applauds quietly, not with noise, but with light. And that light moves through you now. Every breath you take carries it forward into your home, your work, your dreams. My beloved, this is your moment. Not tomorrow, not someday, now. Do not look for another sign. You are the sign heaven chose. Take this truth, hold it close, and let it breathe through your every action. Speak kindly. Forgive quickly. Move boldly. The new door has not only opened, it has welcomed you in. My child, my beloved. Sit still for a moment and feel what is around you right now. The air is different. It carries memory, prophecy, and promise all at once. You are standing inside the breath of heaven. Do you feel how calm this space is? It is because every angel who helped close the old door is now bowing before the one who opened the new one. They have finished their battle and begun their building. You are the center of that construction. Beloved, in this season, nothing that truly belongs to you can be lost. Every delay will return as acceleration. Every "no" you heard will echo back as a better "yes." Even the things that slipped through your fingers will find their way home. You will begin to notice how easily things work. What used to take force will now take faith. You will make one small step and watch doors slide open as if waiting for your arrival. This is what divine ease feels like. Archangel Michael stands nearby, watching every movement of your heart. He whispers, "Do not apologize for peace." Because there will be people who do not understand why you are no longer exhausted, no longer frantic. You will not owe them explanation. You owe heaven gratitude. The same ground that once broke under your feet will now bloom beneath them. The same place where you cried will become the place where you create. You will teach from your testimony. And when others hear you, they will recognize the voice of deliverance. My beloved, the door has not only opened, it has locked behind you. The old pain cannot follow. Even if you turn back, it will not look the same. It will fade like a dream you no longer believe in. Now listen, this peace is not idleness. It is preparation for purpose. The gifts that slept inside you will begin to wake. You will find words, talents, insight that feel new, but they were planted long ago. They have been waiting for this light. Do not rush to fill the silence. Let it teach you. In quiet, the Spirit writes instructions. Each nudge, each idea, is a line from heaven's script. Follow them and you will never miss the path. Archangel Michael lifts his hand again. Child, he says, you are entering the season of knowing. No more guessing, no more wandering. You will know what is right by how it makes your soul expand. That is your compass now, expansion, not fear. If something shrinks your faith, it is not from God. If something makes your heart rise, step toward it. Beloved, the world will begin to mirror your peace. Even people who once carried conflict will soften around you. They will not know why they treat you kindly, it is the aura of heaven around you. When you walk, energy aligns. When you speak, confusion clears. When you rest, angels guard. The Father smiles. He says, "Tell my child they have crossed the bridge." And you have. You are no longer between, you are within. Within purpose. Within promise. Within peace. The glow around you is not imagined. It is recognition. Creation knows the sound of a soul that finally said yes. Now heaven gives one more instruction. Guard this door. Do not allow fear, gossip, or regret to open cracks where light escapes. Keep gratitude as your lock, kindness as your key. Every morning, when you rise, say, "The door is still open for me." Every night, before sleep, whisper, "The light is still within me." That is how you keep the season alive. Archangel Michael turns once more and looks toward the horizon. The sky changes color, gold becomes violet, violet becomes white. He says softly, "It is done." And the sound of that sentence fills all creation with calm. My child, this message is not meant to be memorized, it is meant to be lived. Each time you read it, a new layer of blessing will unfold. Because heaven never sends empty words, it sends living ones. This one carries breath. Let it breathe through you. Walk forward now with quiet confidence. Do not wait for permission to shine. You have already been chosen, already been equipped, already been sealed. Wherever you go, the new door moves with you. You are the opening now. The light will follow you into every room. The peace will cover every plan. And the grace will grow every good thing you touch. So go, beloved. Go with peace that cannot be shaken. Go with strength that cannot be stolen. Go with love that cannot be lost. My child, my beloved. Breathe in this new air and feel how different it is. It is lighter, almost electric, filled with the sound of creation rejoicing. You have stepped into the side of time where promises grow faster than fear. You may not notice the change all at once, but everything has already shifted. The heaviness that once sat on your chest is gone. The constant worry that something bad might happen has lifted. Heaven has rerouted your path to peace. Archangel Michael stands behind you, sword lowered, guarding what is now yours. He does not need to fight anymore, the battle is over. His task now is protection, to keep your heart steady as your blessings unfold. Beloved, look at the patterns of your life for the next few days. You will see proof that the door has indeed closed. People who used to disturb your peace will suddenly disappear. Old habits will no longer appeal to you. Even your thoughts will begin to sound new. This is not imagination, it is transformation. You are not the person you were when you first opened this message. You have been rewired in the spirit. The old code has been deleted, and heaven has written a new one. In this new code, worry cannot exist. Shame cannot attach. Fear cannot speak. You are now programmed for peace, power, and purpose. Archangel Michael whispers, "Child, walk slowly. Let grace catch up to you. There is no rush anymore. Heaven is no longer asking you to chase what's yours, it's bringing it to you. You will begin to attract divine alignments. A chance meeting that leads to destiny. A simple word that becomes a key. A closed path that suddenly opens like a sunrise. Every moment will carry meaning. Do not question small miracles, celebrate them. Every little blessing is a signal that the larger ones are on their way. Heaven never releases abundance all at once, it sends it in waves. You are standing in the first wave right now. My beloved, there will be moments when your mind tries to pull you back. It will whisper, "Was this real?" Yes, it was. Your spirit has seen what your eyes are only beginning to notice. Believe what your soul already knows. In this season, everything responds to your belief. If you speak faith, mountains move. If you speak doubt, progress slows. So guard your words like treasure, they are blueprints for what appears next. You will see evidence quickly. Doors that once stayed shut will unlock with little effort. Conversations that used to intimidate you will turn in your favor. Even the weather around you will seem gentler. Creation listens to those who walk with heaven's rhythm. Archangel Michael says, "You have crossed from waiting into walking." That means your life will now unfold through movement, not waiting. Do not hesitate when ideas arrive. If heaven sends inspiration, act on it before the moment passes. Beloved, you are now trusted with time. God gives acceleration only to those who will use it with care. And He chose you because He watched you wait without bitterness. You waited with faith, that was your test, and you passed it. Now you will taste the reward. Opportunities that once ignored you will seek you out. Voices that once doubted you will echo your truth. Even your reflection will feel different, because your eyes now carry light. Do not hide it. Your glow is not pride, it is proof. When others see it, they will be reminded that hope still works. You are now a walking testimony of divine timing. Archangel Michael watches you and smiles. He knows that the hardest part is behind you. The darkness that tried to crush you has already become your platform. You have learned what few ever do, that pain was not punishment, it was preparation. And now, beloved, heaven gives you a mantle. To be light where others fear. To speak calm where others panic. To remind souls that doors may close but destiny never dies. Every time you speak kindness, a new miracle will unfold. Every time you forgive, another blessing will unlock. Every time you choose peace over pride, the path widens before you. My child, the light around you is permanent now. Even when days feel ordinary, you are still extraordinary. Even when nothing seems to happen, heaven is still writing. This story no longer belongs to pain, it belongs to purpose. The door that closed on October 10th will never reopen. That season is gone. But ahead of you is a hallway filled with golden gates, each waiting for your faith to touch it. And as you walk, the sound of heaven follows, soft, steady, certain. Archangel Michael's final words linger like fire. Do not fear endings, for they are entrances. Do not fear silence, for it hides songs. Do not fear time, for you now walk inside of it with God. So go forward, beloved. Your name has been written into the chapter of fulfilled promises. The heavens rejoice not because the door closed, but because you finally walked through it. And from this day onward, every sunrise will speak the same truth. You made it. You listened. You opened. And now, you are home. My child, my beloved. You can rest now. Heaven has taken its position around you like a circle of light that cannot be broken. Every direction you turn will reflect the same truth: you are safe, you are seen, you are sealed. You will wake tomorrow and something will feel lighter. You might not find words for it, you will simply know that a weight has lifted. That is the first sign that the spiritual door has fully closed behind you. What once drained you cannot reach you anymore. You have entered the season where peace becomes power. You will accomplish more in calm than you ever did in chaos. Even your breath will work miracles. Your presence will change the atmosphere of every room you enter. Archangel Michael stands near, silent but smiling. He knows that you have learned the rhythm of heaven. To move when called, to wait when told, to trust when unseen. That rhythm is what will carry you from blessing to blessing without exhaustion. Beloved, in the days ahead, look for the ordinary moments. Heaven hides its greatest gifts in them. A stranger's smile, a bird landing near your window, a small kindness given or received. Each one will be heaven saying, "I am still here." Do not search for grand signs anymore. You have already walked through the greatest one. Now, God will speak softly, guiding you through peace instead of pressure. This new path will not demand you to prove yourself. It will ask only that you stay aware. Awareness is worship. Every thankful breath is a song. You will find yourself drawn to new people. Those whose voices sound like rest, whose words carry light. They are part of your new alignment. Together you will build what the old season could not hold. Archangel Michael says, guard your wonder. The world will try to make it small again. Do not let it. Wonder is the window where heaven looks through you to touch the earth. Beloved, when fear tries to visit, and it will, greet it with truth. I have already crossed. Let those words be your shield. Fear cannot stay where conviction lives. The world around you will soon notice the change. They will ask what happened. Tell them, a door closed, and heaven opened. Leave it at that. The light on your face will explain the rest. There will be nights when you lie awake not from worry, but from gratitude. You will think of everything you survived and realize none of it was wasted. Every storm built the strength you now carry so gently. My child, the days to come will unfold with quiet beauty. Opportunities will come without you chasing them. You will step into rooms prepared for you long before you knew they existed. That is how destiny works when it matures, it begins to look effortless. Archangel Michael lifts his hand one last time. He traces a circle of light above your head and whispers. This is the seal of completion. It cannot be broken. The light descends and settles like warmth over your heart. From now on, speak softly but with certainty. Move slowly but with faith. The speed of heaven is not haste, it is harmony. Every sunrise will be a reminder that grace resets daily. Every sunset will whisper that you finished well. And every moment in between will carry the quiet hum of purpose fulfilled. You have stepped through. You are on the side of light now. Walk it with love. And the world will know that God still writes miracles through willing hearts.